Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Penn Hills High School for Jamfest 2019. Tonight, the Highlands Golden Rams will face the Eagles of Serra Catholic, along with the Dean Mike Choma and Landon Signorella. This is Mike Pavlik, fresh off a Penn Hills girls 38-37 win over Ambridge, Dean, in triple overtime.
That's triple overtime. Life's too short.
So the Rams come in here tonight coming off a big win last night against Freeport, and it was really a tale of two halves.
No doubt about it, Mike. First half, we're up by 19. Second half, they actually beat us by 2, and that drives coaches crazy because it's like, where'd that team in the first half go to? What happens, unfortunately, when you're dealing with high school kids, it happens all the time. I know Coach Justin Walter for Serra Catholic says his kids are not totally engaged yet. And I think we were engaged in the first half, not the second half. So let's see what that means come today.
Yeah, true. Well, Seton Hill comes in here, Seton Hill is going to have a guy from Serra Catholic because tonight they talk about X's and O's or Jimmys and Joes. Tonight we have Jimmys and Johnny's and Luke's. But Jimmy Moon, the big kid for the Eagles, is going to be a handful for Highlands tonight.
He's a real challenge, Mike. He comes in, he's 6'9", 240 pounds, very athletic. Trains with John Mason, by the way.
Right.
John says he has a great shot. He shoots 72% from the field. He's 8 for 16 from three-point land. So Johnny's going to have his hands full tonight, but Johnny's coming off a career high himself. He had 24 last night, 4 monster dunks in there, so it looks like it's a great matchup. And again, would it be very interesting to see those two guys go at each other?
No, it will, and we'll see how who's more interested in really. A lot of times we play these showcase events. Alan Deep running this one here at Penn Hills, a good event. We were here last year, but coming off section games last night, big games, big crowds, and you come here and it's kind of an antiseptic atmosphere.
Friends and family, Mike, as I would say. And again, these are showcases. We mentioned 2 players we're showcasing today in Johnny Christ and Jim Moon. But I always think the team that's most interested are the ones that win these games. And we're going to play that team. And again, hopefully the team that played the first half, not the team that played the second half, comes out to play tonight. Should be a great one. I'm looking forward to it, so let's stay tuned for the tip.
You got it. Another Highlands basketball season can mean only one thing. That's post-game at the Anchor Inn. If you think it was standing room only at the game last night, it was standing room only at the Anchor. There were no seats available, and the staff was running around like crazy, but amazing the job that they did, taking care of everybody that was there. It was basically like
no glass was empty celebrating the victory.
They opened the subway and everybody just came in at once, and it was amazing. Joe, Andy, and Dee, and it was Andy's deal last night. He was running the show, and the food was flowing, and so were beverages of all kinds, and saw some friends that we hadn't seen in a long time. So after a game, there's no better place than the Anchor Inn because the kitchen's open till 11, so you can get there and get fed after the game. And there's no better place to celebrate a victory, as we did last night, than at the Anchor Inn with friends and family. That's the Anchor Inn on Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard. All right, tip-off is coming up. It's the Highlands Golden Rams against the Eagles of Serra Catholic, and it's right after this. All right, Dean, starting lineups coming up, brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. Since 1979, they got you covered.
Ryan Arcanic, number 4, is a 5'7" junior. He'll start at 1 guard. Number 1, Chris Salami, a 6' senior, will start at the other guard. Number 3, Khalil Smith, a 5'10" senior, averaging 13.5 per game. Then they have 2 bigs, Mike. Number 2 is Bernard Lawson, 6'5" senior, averages 9.2. Then the big guy in the middle, when we say big, we mean big, 6'9" senior, number 5, Jimmy Moon, comes in averaging 29.5 per game. And, Mike, they start 4 seniors, so it's a veteran crew for Serra Catholic.
And of the 8 players that they play, 6 of them are seniors and 2 juniors, so they're very veteran.
Golden Rams start number 1, Seth Cohen, senior, 6'2", averaging 7.8 per game. Number 11, Corey Myers, junior, 6 foot, averaging 8.9. Dom Pacey, sophomore, 5'8", averaging 7.4. Our big guy in the middle, Johnny Christ, junior, 6'7", averaging 15 points a game. And number 23, the leading scorer in the Golden Rams, Luke Cochran, 6'2", junior, averages 19 points per game.
To beautify and protect, call Dan Timmons Painting, 724-224-2851. Dan Timmons Painting. They got you covered. The opening tip-off will be brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized basketball training for third graders through varsity and beyond. On Instagram, visit them there, Micah Mason 22. And we understand the Masons have trained Jimmy Moon?
Yeah, Mike talked to John before the game. He said he wanted to work on his outside shot, and I'll tell you what, if he's 8 for 16 for 3 points, it's
gotten better.
Yep.
So we are set to go. Paul Dorsey, Ron Coleman, and Damian Carr are the officials tonight. This afternoon. I'll say tonight all day, but don't mind me. How about this?
A lot of people are watching it tonight.
Watch it at night.
There you go.
Right here on Highlands High Sports on YouTube. The ball is in the air. Moon won the tap. And moving left to right will be the Serra Catholic Eagles. Now they work it out top for Smith. Right side to Moon. Drives into the basket. Got shut off. Now on top for Salemi.
Highlands coming out straight man-to-man.
Anderkanik looks like he's going to run the show. He wears 4. And a double dribble turnover Serra Catholic as we just get underway.
Last night, Mike, boy, you got to give Freeport credit. They only committed 2 turnovers in the second half, 8 for the game. Highlands committed 10.
And they scored 44 points in the second half. That's a big number.
Especially against the defense we'd like to play. There's Johnny opening the post.
Well, he was for a second. Now he got around him, man. Put a reverse up and scored anyway.
The long arm of Johnny Price gets 2.
A career high last night, playing 3 quarters. And the Rams lead 2-0. Just underway.
Johnny Moon, Mike, only played a half last night.
He only had 14 points.
He has Osgood slaughter, Mike, and coach tell me very painful. And I told him about my son Kenny, and guess what he said? He goes, I had it too. I know.
Exactly.
What the problem is, you don't see a scar.
Right.
Now, what's happening is your bones are growing faster than your ligaments, and it just basically you're tearing your own ligaments. It's very painful.
All right, so the foul on Highlands, and they're not putting them on the board, are they?
Doesn't seem like it, Mike, so we'll just worry about it when somebody gets to 5.
Moon makes the first. It's 2-1.
I was up here illustrating Osgood slaughter. So
yeah,
see it.
And we're really far away. We are way up in the rafters here. It's a very dark gym, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that comes over. It doesn't look like it's coming over on the screen. It looks like it's pretty good. Moon hits them both, and we're tied at 2. So we'll have to try to get the official signals, and it's going to be hard to see fingers all the way up here.
Nice stroke from the foul line that time.
Here's Myers out top to Christ. Christ tries to get around a screen, kicked it back. Cochran's 3 is short. It's a grazer, and the rebound to Lawson.
That was so far away, I lost on the way up, Mike.
Here's Moon. Right side to Salemi.
Nice
the ball's tipped. Pacey had it for a moment, but Salemi got it back. Tried to go to Lawson, and a traveling call against Serra, and they turned it over. Yeah, their coach, Justin Walther, is the all-time leading scorer at UPJ. Scored over 2,000 points there, and is also the all-time leading scorer at Central Catholic. And his alma mater will be following us, I believe.
You're right. Chuck Crummy still coaching there. His coach still coaching. He has a couple sons, Mike. They're really taking over the duties for the most part, though.
Oh, Bennett now taken away by the Eagles, and no foul there as Christ apparently took the charge, but Lawson made the basket, and it's 4-2 Eagles. Christ around a man, goes in, lays it up and scores. He's got all 4.
Johnny putting the ball on the floor that time, Mike. That's something I don't think a lot of people know he can do.
Anderkanik now around a Moon screen, back to Moon. Drives in, got shut off by Pacey, stole it for a moment. Pacey on the floor. They're going to call a foul there.
They should call a foul.
Did he foul the floor?
Yeah, he fouled the floor with his head. And that's going to be his first, we think.
Yeah, as far as we know. Salemi will key it in right next to the Highlands bench. Just underway at Penn Hills on a Saturday afternoon. Tied at 4. 45 minutes late in starting, by the way. Yep. Because of the triple overtime classic that was before us. Anderkanik, charging foul. Wow. Even better than a walk. Yeah, I thought he traveled. But they're going to get Anderkanik with his first.
My wife is waiting for me to take her to dinner to anchor in tonight. We're going to be late.
You're going to be late.
The good news is it's open till 11.
It's open till 11, exactly.
We got that going for us.
Cochran brings it across in a 4-4 tie. High to Christ. Now, left side to Pacey. Myers comes out to get it. Cochran right side. Stops and pops. It's 2. In and out, no good. Rebound Moon. Cleared to glass.
Moonlight Johnny putting the ball on the floor, Mike.
Eagles the other way. Salemi
Nice
put it
pass.
inside, and his shot is missed by Lawson. Put back up by Salemi, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And quickly, and that's
Seth
on Cohen.
Yep.
And quickly, Daniel Timmons is ready to check in for the Rams. That's the third team foul against Highlands. The Eagles have committed 1.
They come in 7-2, Mike. They beat East Allegheny, Bentworth, Carmichael's, Chartiers, Houston, Indiana, West Mifflin, and California. So some quality clubs on the schedule.
Chris Salemi makes the first. They're 3 for 3 from the line, and it's 5-4 Eagles.
Coach Wallace told me he likes to try to schedule up. His 2 losses came to 2 quality teams, Shadyside Academy, and Mike, they lost to Sewickley Academy by 4, and that's a
And
good
that was
team.
on the road.
And in that game, Jimmy Moon had 43 that night.
6-4 Eagles. Pacey tries to beat everyone down, but they get back quickly. You talk about that commitment he's looking for. Here's Cochran for 3. It's down, and the Rams lead 7-6.
Looked good when it left his hand, Mike. So John Mason sitting over there, he can't lose. He got 2 pupils out there.
Oh, now they lose it as it goes between Moon's hands and out of bounds.
He wasn't expecting that pass.
Another turnover by Serra Catholic. They've done that a few times today, and Rams get the ball with a 7-6 lead.
That's their third so far, halfway through the first
And they'll be located where? Serra Catholic is in McKeesport.
McKeesport, yep.
McKeesport's playing here.
Park, yes.
Yeah, they'll be here at one of the games tonight.
I think they're playing Central right after this.
Maybe. Here's Myers. Stops, now goes back to Cochran. Here it comes.
He
Bang!
likes that spot, Mike. 2 in a row.
10-6. Luke's been red hot, averaging 30 the last 2 games.
19 on the season.
The Rams played Greensburg Central here 2 days before Christmas last year and had a big scoring night that afternoon there. And they may like shooting in this place. Now, nice job on the rebound by Lawson to clean up the garbage. He's got 4, and it's 10-8.
Yeah, we pounded Greensburg Central pretty good back. Oh, they're going to call travel. Yep.
They do on Don Pacey.
Looks like he slipped a little bit there.
Yeah, it was difficult to tell. Antoine McDaniel coming in for the Rams.
And boys, he's been a nice surprise, Mike. Coming in now averaging 6.4 per game.
And 86% from the stripe.
That's very impressive.
Andrew Kanik brings it up. He's number 4. They start numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Moon for 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Salemi got in there to get it. Now to Lawson. Back out, Andrew Kanik. Here's a 3 on the way. It's off the rim.
Oh,
it's
Johnny, watch
tipped.
yourself.
Moon got it and scored around Christ.
Moon got inside position that time, Mike.
Tied at 10, and now Timmons had it go off his hand, but they say Andrew Kanik touched it last. And in a 10-10 tie, Highlands gets the basketball.
6'9", you get position, could be trouble.
In the Christ. Nice spin move in the lane. He had it
foul.
blocked by Moon.
I thought I got fouled there, Mike.
Andrew Kanik back the other direction.
Back door.
Worked it down to Lawson, and it's blocked by Christ and out of bounds. Lawson's a big guy, 6'5", also number 2.
Thick too, Mike.
Yeah, they definitely have some size. You can see why they will be difficult in 2A. They're already 4-0 in section. They've beaten Cal, Shar, Houston, Carmichaels, and Bentworth. Sounds like Tri-County South from football.
Yes. Still again.
Steele, lead it ahead to Cochran. He drives, he lays, he scores, and the Rams take the lead back.
Quick 8 for Luke, Mike.
12-10 Golden Rams. As the clock winds to 3 minutes left first quarter here at Penn Hills. Andrew Kanik stops and pops and scores. And we're tied at 12.
For the 5
Oh, they got a
starters.
pass for McDaniel, but it's intercepted by Andrew Kanik. He read the route. He jumped it.
Come on.
Oh, that's got to be a foul, and it's nothing. And Myers has the basketball. Spins around, got it to Cochran. Forecourt. Left side to Christ. Here he comes.
Oh,
Send
baby.
it in, big fella.
Not only did he do that, Mike, he cleared Lawson. Lawson went up with him, and that's going to be posterization there.
14-12.
You don't want to go up with Johnny. And how he didn't foul him is beyond me. I think he ran out of height. Or would it be altitude, Mike?
Lawson's jumper, a little soft rims, took a second peek, wouldn't go, and Cochran wants to push it for the Ram. Lead feed to Timmons, and Timmons is fouled on his way to the basket at 2:09 with the Rams leading by a pair.
Andrew Kanik gets his second real quick.
Daniel Timmons will shoot a pair. B&J Sports, located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, has been outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley for more than 45 years. Let's talk about last night. What a great night it was for Bobby Mills. He is the B of B&J Sports, and it was so nice that his brother Jeff could be there, and mom and dad, and the whole family.
All at the anchor, you got to talk to him.
Got to talk to Bobby. Got to talk about
your favorite subject,
right? A little baseball with him, as he's involved with the Yankees farm team in Wilkes-Barre, and it was just a great night for everyone. And I know Glenn was very proud of that night, and he made the plaques.
Poor guy had to make his own
kids' plaques. 9 to 5:30 weekdays, Saturdays 9 till noon. So stop in today or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. Ask about the Rail Riders. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
And remember, Mike, Glenn's in the Hall of Fame too, so it's a father-son act. That's pretty good. That just shows you what the Mills family has meant to Highlands over the years in basketball.
Timmons missed them both. Highlands shooting 75% the last 4 games. The first 4 games they shot 44%.
Which works out to 60 overall.
Joe Glusick is in the game. He's number 10. He's a glue guy. Glusick. Lawson out top. Now to Glusick. Tried to go underneath the Moon. The Rams denied the ball, but Glusick got it back. Back into Moon.
Blocked
by Christ.
And off of...
What a battle these two are having, huh? Exactly as advertised.
Yep.
Highlands with a ball and a 2-point lead.
Jaden Bristol checked into the game, too, for Serra, number 11.
Number 11, he's a junior. They also run Paul Chalice in their 22. That seems to be their 8-man rotation that we were led to believe. Here's Timmons outside. Now to Myers. McDaniel writes up. Boy, Antoine did a goal. Nice pass on the roll to Johnny, and he lays it in. Nice assist, McDaniel. Christ has 8, and the Rams lead by 4.
Off the cuts from the top, Mike. That X play works if you get one guy doesn't switch on the screen.
Less than a minute to go here, first quarter. Oh, great shot by Timmons to punch it away. Here's Myers back now. Needs some help. Looks for reinforcements. McDaniel right side. That's where he was hitting those from last night.
Deep.
Cochran with a crossover move goes in.
And it's going
to be a foul on the floor against Penn Hills. And that's on Salemi. That'll be his first. Team fouls are even at 3 apiece.
Highlands has forced 7 turnovers here in the first quarter, Mike, only committing 3.
Christ needs help and loops it in. Cochran has it. Drives. Got shut off by 3 men. Back to Johnny, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 at 41 seconds.
Lawson left defenseless. Mike, I watched that inbound play this morning on YouTube, but tic-tac-toe. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they threw it up to Johnny. Johnny touched it over to Pacey. Pacey bounced it back to Cohn for the basket. And they had the nerve to say he came in from out of bounds. It shouldn't have counted. Let me ask you a question.
Where do you start if you inbound the ball?
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Got to stay out there the rest of the game?
Rams struggling from the line. Johnny finally hits one. Cohen will check back in for Highlands.
Yeah, it makes us 1 for 4.
Johnny has 9. Luke has 8. That means 17 to 12.
Yeah. Guess a couple guys didn't get the wake-up call this morning.
I know. Well, as we started, it's almost 4 o'clock.
I know. We started late.
It is 4 o'clock, exactly. 30 seconds left of the quarter. Highlands with their biggest lead of 5. Oh, Moon takes a dive. You're going to be kidding.
Oh, and McDaniel's hurt, Mike.
Yeah. Antoine gets up slowly. I'm not sure what he hit over there. You're far away in this place. And he's going to get a 3-shot foul.
Yeah, boy.
That's the new thing. Take a dive when you're shooting 3 and you know it's not going in, and hopefully there's contact. Throw yourself into the defender, and Jimmy Moon will shoot him with 28 seconds left of the first quarter.
Talked to Bobby Mills about Tom Myers yesterday. That was one of Tom's cardinal rules. Never foul a jump shooter. In this case, 3-point shooter. Moon has 5. Again, coming in averaging 29 per game.
Seconds on its way, also good.
Looks like a little John Mason foul shooting there, huh?
Uh-huh. 17-14. Highlands has the ball now, and they'll have the arrow also, so they have a chance for a twofer. That is exactly the way John teaches it. In and out, he made 2 out of 3. Christ got the rebound. Highlands with the ball in a 3-point lead. Johnny the other way, all the way through.
No foul.
And nothing, I guess. They're letting him play.
Yeah, wow.
Here's Bristol. 14 seconds with a jumper. That's a 2. It's a dipper. Rebound, Christ got thrown down. Now they battle for it, and the Eagles have it.
And knocked off the ball.
Bristol baseline.
There's
Moon.
a charge.
A charge.
There you go. Boy, Luke Cochran, God bless him, Mike. There's another charge for Luke. He takes him, and when Jimmy Moon comes in at 6'9", 240 pounds, that takes a lot of guts to do that.
By the way, those charges count as playing defense for everyone out there.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of the definition of it. Just saying. 3 seconds. Cochran got to hurry, too. Lets it go at the buzzer.
Look good.
Took a really good look as the first quarter comes to an end, and a good one here at Penn Hills as we expected. Highlands leads it 17-14.
Give us a chance to talk about Beanie. See Brian over there taking a Saturday off. He's working hard with basketball season in full swing. Probably been putting out that much, need to work around the house. Why not let Beanie Home Renovation install a new kitchen, bathroom, game room, or addition to make your home a winner? Over 100 years of combined experience, and Brian Nee and his team of professionals at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee your job will be complete on time, exactly the way you want it, and in plenty of time for that championship celebration. Customer service, top priority. Give Brian a call today. Write the number down at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit the Facebook page, Beanie Home Renovations, where the B is always busy.
You see Stosh drawing up a play in that huddle, and we get a good look from up here. This is Red Barber, was the voice of the Brooklyn Dodgers back in the 50s, and he said, with a bird's eye view from the catbird seat, and that's exactly where we are today.
So true.
Second quarter about to begin. The Rams lead at 17-14. We're talking about their streaking. They've won 5 in a row. They've won 15 in a row at home. And they won 5 in a row against Freeport. That's what they all accomplished last night. And this is a streaky game, because Highlands has won 5 in a row and Serra Catholic's won 6 in a row coming into this one.
And Mike, knock on a schedule Tuesday, going to be a battle of unbeatens for the top spot in Section 1 of 4A. They've already won today. They beat Deer Lakes in that game.
Oh, they played early.
Yep. Kid named Fraser at 24, 17 for 17 from the foul line.
Whoa.
Here's a hint.
They're very good. Don't foul them.
Exactly.
They're very good.
Yep, they are.
That's going to be a tough game. Myers for 3. You in and out. Took a peek. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Bristol. I thought that was in.
It looked good.
Now Bristol tried to get around Myers, but he shut him off.
And here's the thing, Mike. Moon is out playing a perimeter. You know, there's no post players anymore.
He missed the shot, and Christ pulled down the rebound. Lead feed to Myers, drives, lays, scores, and the Rams lead at 19-14.
That was our favorite play, Mike, back in the middle school days. Always hit, Corey would leak out, and that was our first option.
Our hope was to get someone else to score in the second quarter. It's happened.
Yeah.
Myers is on the board. Now they work at left side to Lawson. Got into a little bit of trouble. Throws up a prayer. It's not answered. Rebound to Smith. Looked like he traveled and he put it in.
He did kind of fall back on that play, Mike.
Now they go deep to Myers. And he's tripped.
Yeah, come on.
And there's no call.
Call something there.
And Serra Catholic has the basketball.
Got tripped. Jeez.
Now down underneath to Lawson with the lay-in. That's 6 for Bernard Lawson, and it's 19-18.
That's terrible, Mike.
Now to Christ. Pacey left side.
All 5 Serra starters are on the score sheet, Mike.
Yes, they are.
Come on, right there, Luke.
Cochran around a screen. He kicked it. The Rams get a break. They'll keep it at 6:27. Andrew Canick comes back in.
Mark Thomas making his first appearance, sophomore. So they're going 9 deep, Mike, on us.
Now they work it in to Timmons. Deep to Christ. Cochran for 3. It's nothing but nylon.
Raising it. He's got 11. Highlands up by 4.
And 3 from outside the arc. He has hit 4 3-pointers each of the last 2 ball games. So those have been falling for him. Now 3 is put up, and there is that aforementioned Mark Thomas. And it's 22-21. Now Myers. Pacey got it over to Cochran. Needs some help now as he used up his dribble.
Yep.
Skip pass over top. Now to Kreis. His three is an air ball and a rebound on the weak side, and Myers commits the foul.
That one was kind of obvious, Mike. We used to call it the sleeper hole back in the day.
So Myers with the foul. That's 5 each now. 5 on each team at 5:41 left first half. And Serra Catholic has a chance to take their first lead since they led 6-4.
Haven't gone away, Mike. We need to put the sleeper hold on them, period.
You just don't. Andrew Canick with a runner from 15. That was nearly a goaltend on Johnny there. He almost got a hand on that. Price pulls it down, goes the other way, dumps it to Cohen, and he traveled on his way in.
You got to take either a dribble or shoot it, Mike. 5 turnovers now for Highlands.
5:24 left first half. I was going to say, nowhere near the intensity we saw last night. And you're going to have that.
Yeah, it's not section
in these types of games.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Yep.
Moon steps back. Now got it to Smith.
Cohen watching him. Now he's going to go to the post, Mike. Look, they tried to enter to him. Johnny.
Lawson tried to throw it down there, and the Rams did a good job of getting a hand on it.
How quick was Johnny to roll back there, Mike? That's what pried that pass loose. 9 turnovers now for Serra. Only 5 for Highlands, but only a 1-point Highlands lead. Back.
And he got pushed. He did. He absolutely did. Now back the other way with a lay-in is Smith. No good. Lawson the rebound, scores, and the Eagles take the lead. 23-22.
Roll off that. Thank God they called the kick. Highlands led 17-14 to the quarter.
And 19-14 early. This is a 9-3 run for the Eagles. They go backcourt to Cochran. A 1-point Serra Catholic lead around a Cohen screen. He stops, he pops, that's 2. Missed it. Rebound, Moon.
And Moon doing what Johnny does, Mike. Gets that rebound, puts the ball on the floor, takes it
and they
to
travel.
The floor. Yep.
Oh, they're going to call a foul.
You're kidding me.
On Highlands. It's on Johnny Kreis.
Wow. I thought for sure he traveled. I guess that was one of those chicken or egg situations. What came first, the travel or the foul, I guess?
That's 6 against Highlands. So the Eagles will go into the bonus from now on. And now Justin Walther wants a 30-second timeout. Well, many companies give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide backs it up with dedicated licensed professionals and superior claim service. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to make insuring your new teen driver a stress-free experience. Make sure to ask about Nationwide's Young Driver Discount. When you compare, no one beats the Boucher's rates for young drivers. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel. That's 724-224-4300. And they'll help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side.
Like this Serra team, we said they're senior laden, and Coach Walter set 3 goals for them this year. Win the section, make it to the Pete, and qualify for the states. And, I firmly believe in goal setting, and those are pretty lofty ones for this team, but he expects a lot of them. They've been around for a while, especially when you have a 6'9" guy named Jimmy Moon in the middle.
Eagles with the ball and a 1-point lead. Salemi throws it into Smith in the corner. Now Andrew Canick out top. This is Salemi right side. Andrew Canick's going to step into a 3, and it's in and out. Rebound Kreis. Able to get out of there. Leaves bodies in his wake. Lead it ahead to Cochran, and it's knocked out of bounds by Serra. Highlands will keep it.
Luke did a smart thing there, Mike. Andrew Canick was setting him up for a charge, and he pulled off, tried to get the ball to Johnny.
Pacey will inbound it. Now to a wide open Myers, and it's down, and the Rams take the lead back. Myers' second basket, 5th point. 25-23.
Looks like a little bit of a matchup for Highlands, Mike. Almost a zone. Look, 2-3. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Oh, nearly a overplay there. There's Smith's 3 is off the iron. Rams with the rebound, lead it ahead, and Pacey lost the handle.
Yep. They bought that call, Mike. Because the ref nearest the play was going to give it to Highlands, but Coach Walter called for some help, and the senior official down there, Ron Coleman, gave it to him. Seventh Highlands turnover, forced 9.
2-point Highlands lead. The Rams have only had 3 players score this afternoon. Ooh, well, that looked like a travel.
Sure did.
But nothing to be had, and a rebound is put back up and in. And the Eagles tie the game at 25. And that was Smith.
He has 4.
Had to wait for him to turn around. The numbers in the front are almost impossible. It's black numbers on maroon jerseys. Cochran's long 3 from way downtown.
He's got 5 of them. Oh, excuse me.
4 of them.
Yep.
He's got 15 altogether, and the Rams lead at 28-25. Now they go into Smith, high off the glass, and a foul on Highlands, and Cohen looks like he's hurt. He gets up slowly, and Stosh sees that. He's going to get Timmons in there right away.
That is his second.
This will be a 2-shot foul, but also Serra Catholic goes into the bonus here at 3:03 left first half. Highlands leading at 28-25. Telephone.
Not for me. I'm pinned on.
And they are good from the line so far. Khalil Smith hits the first. He's got 5. And they, on the other hand, have had 6 players score tonight. (28-26), Rams by 2. And he drains them both. A 1-point lead for the Rams. Forecourt to Corey Myers. Now to Cochran right side.
Nice screen set.
Puts it on the floor, goes all the way in, high off the glass with the kiss. He's got 17, and it's 30-27.
Great screen by Seth Cohen that time, Mike. Free Cochran up. He likes it from there.
Andrew Kanik with a dipper. Rebound crisis. He's knocked down, but able to keep his balance to Cochran. Cochran dribbles through a minefield. Stops, pops.
And
he's fouled.
Yep.
He'll shoot 2 at 2:31.
Might be Andrew Kanik's third.
Luke Cochran will go to the line and shoot a pair. He's a 76% foul shooter. And as we said, he had 31 against Blackhawk, and he had 29 last night, and he's already got 17 here.
Make it 18. They get us foul to Khalil Smith, by the way.
Okay.
His first.
Cochran will get his second. Highlands by 4. This would match their biggest lead if he can make this one. And he does.
Luke likes the lighting in here, Mike, because he's lighting it up. 19 in the first half.
32-27, Highlands by 5. Smith. Now went to the corner. They tried to dump it inside to Moon, but there's Johnny. He's playing some strong defense tonight. Oh, it's up in here. Look at the 2 guys go for it. Cochran now to Pacey. Back outside to Christ. Back in the corner to Cochran, but it's just off his hands and out of bounds.
Johnny's doing a great job on defense on Moon. He's not playing him, Mike, but he knows where he is at all times.
Helping.
Yep. Twice they try to slip it to him, and
they're sagging.
Johnny made the seal.
That little zone thing working. Almost just a box and one. They kind of sag out of it. This is Moon right side. Oh, Price blocked it.
And look, he tripped
and he put him into a figure 4 and knocked him down.
How about that for Johnny Christ? What a great block, Mike.
And he trips Pacey with a drop toe hold right in front of the Highlands bench.
That should really be
an intentional foul.
I think it should be, and I think it is, Mike. What was he thinking?
Well, he wasn't.
Yeah.
And that's, again, teenagers.
Yeah. It's Moon's second. And, you know, what happened was he hit the ground. He was upset about it. Mm-hmm. He wasn't fouled. Johnny had blocked the ball.
He blocked the shot.
Pushed him down with
He probably doesn't have that happen to him very often in Section 2A. Yeah. So Johnny Christ will shoot a couple here. I think 1 and 1, actually, because he was on the other end, and he drains the first.
Johnny 2 for 3 from the line.
His first point of the second quarter, and the Rams lead by 6 now.
He's up to 53% on the year.
And that was a long road to hit for him, too. These last 4 games, we said, have been different. He missed it, but Timmons got blocked. Christ tipped it. That was up there. Now Smith. Work it out of the corner. So they did. They knocked it away. Good job by Cochran with great hands, and Myers brings it forecourt. Out to Pacey. Drives to the basket. Kicks it out to Christ.
What?
They're going to call a foul on Timmons. 3 seconds.
Yeah.
What do we always say? You got to be looking for those.
Oh, you do. And he did. And we commit our 9th turnover at the 1:33 mark to go, leading by 6.
And that is Highlands' biggest lead. And they've had a little run here at the end of the second period, which has been by defenses doing it. There's defending. They can play good defense. And nearly, Cochran almost got that. Double team. They're going to call Luke with a foul and big loss in there.
Oh, boy. Called on Danny, Mike.
They called on Timmons?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that isn't what I saw.
Hand on the cookie jar, they call that.
So Bernard Lawson will go to the line. He has 8 points tonight. He is leading the way for the Eagles. Cohen out. Kreis in. 1:19 left first half. Highlands 33, Serra Catholic 27. First by the right-hander is good, and they don't miss.
Mike, we're in short sleeves here tonight because we always say heat rises. We're as high as we can be, and it's actually a little chilly.
It's comfortable. I think it's comfortable. It's beautiful outside. Well, it'll be dark when we leave. We didn't expect that, but we were here longer than expected. Lawson hit them both.
I'll have to get my shawl for the second half.
Get your jacket. It's over there. 33-29. I didn't even bring mine in.
It was beautiful. 50 degrees coming in. Sunny.
Oh, bad pass by Cochran. What are they going to get? A travel.
Yin yang. Actually,
well, it's better because it stopped the play. You can set up your defense.
Luke and Johnny were on two different pages together.
Rams a home team here this afternoon at Penn Hills in the white.
Giving Johnny a couple rests on defense, Mike, if you notice.
It's a good idea. He might have two. Again, they don't have him on the board. Moon out top to Salemi. Now back to Moon. Spots up. 3-ball. In and out. No good. Rebound Cohen. Cohen guarded the three-point shot and then went in and got the rebound.
And Danny Timmons did a great job blocking out so he could do that.
Here's Cochran at 55 seconds. Arrow belongs to Serra Catholic. Cochran now to Pacey right side. Swung it over to Myers. Back to Cochran. The Rams going to take some time here. I think it's a good idea.
Yep.
You have a 4-point lead. Both teams in the bonus. Cochran steps back. His three after some broken ankles, and down it goes.
22 for Luke Cochran.
And Highlands wants to call a timeout to set up some defensive strategy. Late, 33 seconds first half.
It was a chance to talk about Highland Tire. Winners here. There's no better time to stop in Highland Tire or Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley for 26 consecutive years, and the best place for oil change the last 24. Family owned and operated since 1961, Highland Tire offers the largest and most complete inventory of tires in the Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it, ask for it, they'll get it. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call in Trenton at 724-224-9222. And in Toronto Heights, 724-224-7900 or Highland Integrity Alignment, 724-224-5900. Highland Alignment, Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, they deliver.
It was a great play by Cochran, not only to make the basket, but he made that little jab step, and Salemi collapsed.
Yes.
He fell to the floor, and then Luke drained it, stuck it, and that's a big hoop. The Rams have their biggest lead. They lead by 7. Eagles with a chance for a two-for here. 30 seconds left first half. They have the ball. They have the arrow.
And they are going to wait for the last shot.
They are. This is Bristol out top. 15 seconds. They're going to run a clear. They go to Smith left side. They got Lawson inside. This is Moon. Drives to the baseline, goes in, put it up and in. Oh, what a great post move that was by Jimmy Moon. Now the Rams got to hurry. That's his first basket of the quarter. Cochran.
Oh, why not?
I'll tell you what, he almost put that one in too, as the first half comes to an end, and there's your story. That's the end of the first half here at Penn Hills with the score. Highlands 36 and Serra Catholic 31. Back with stats and more right after this. All right, we're back at halftime. You see the score. Highlands leading it. They're the Indians tonight because they're the home team. 36-31. They lead by 5. Got some stats there?
Yep. Luke Cochran in with 21, Mike. We had him for 22. We both had the same mistake. Too many threes for him. He had 5 threes in the first half, 2 twos, and 2 foul shots. Johnny Kreis in with 10. Corey Myers has 5. And guess what, Mike? That's it.
That's it.
We got to get some other guys contributing here. On the other side of the score sheet, Serra has 6 guys in scoring. Chris Salami has 3. Bernard Lawson has 10. Caleb Smith has 6. Ryan Anderkanik has 2. And Jimmy Moon has 8.
Stats brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Individualized basketball training for third graders through varsity and beyond. Ask Jimmy Moon. Ask Johnny Christ. Ask Luke Cochran. We've got a bunch of them in there. Mason Elite Hoops Facebook page. Visit them and get more information.
So again, Highlands leading here at the half, Mike. We got to get more guys on the score page.
Yeah, we do. They had a nice little run there to finish up the first half. Serra came back and took the lead, 23-22, and then the Rams got it back and stretched it. Led by 5, and then 6, and then at one point led by 7, and they lead by 5 here as we start the second half. Highlands next week will be at home on Tuesday against Knock. They'll finish up a stretch of 4 out of 5 home games in a row. And then Friday we will go to Mount Pleasant. And after Friday's game, we will be halfway through the season.
Weird to say that, huh, Mike? Boy, it goes by fast, doesn't it?
It really does.
All right, Serra will inbound. They waited for the last shot, and they get the first shot of the second half.
And then Salemi has the basketball. They move right to left in their maroon jerseys and the black numbers. Highlands in the home whites. This is Anderkanik out top. Central Catholic has entered the building. Down to our right.
They're playing McKeesport next here.
Now back out to Moon for 3. It's a dipper. 2 Rams on the board, and it's Cohen with it for Highlands. Out to Cochran.
That was definitely a 2-3 zone that time, Mike.
It was.
The back door looked like it was there, but they shut it off.
This is Kreis to Cohen. Hands it off to Pacey. Now back to Myers. Rams patient here on their first possession. Kreis right side got bumped. It's been a physical game, and they're playing him physically. Drives all the way in with a teardrop, and it's good.
Johnny,
that's a little different.
Yep, in with a dozen now.
His first basket since the first quarter. 38-31. Now jumper is missed. Moon got the rebound, went back up with it and scored.
Moon positions his body well, Mike. He has double figures now with 10. There you saw some good old-fashioned post play, Mike.
Yeah.
You don't see it too much anymore.
Oh, Myers goes into the lane, missed the shot. Oh, Cohen, great job. Put it back up.
How'd that stay out, Mike?
I don't know. It happens to him a lot.
Yeah.
38-33, Highlands by 5. Moon for 3, right down the middle, and he drains it.
We were told he can do it. John Mason smiling down there.
He's got 13, and it's a 2-point game.
It's got to be. It is on him.
He's calling
Mike.
a double foul.
They can't.
Let's see.
What are they doing?
See if we can get the call here.
Foul on 1.
It's on Salemi, I believe. Yes, sir. That's on Chris Salemi. His second, we think.
And Mike, his coach is standing right there. He's got to call that pick out. There was nobody. Usually I blame a teammate for not calling that out, but there was no teammate down there. But it was right in front of Coach Waller. You think somebody would call it out? I feel bad for the kid, but
Cochran all the way through, but Johnny can't get it.
He's going to call out of bounds turnover.
Yeah, Coach Walters very upset at his own players for letting that happen, or the refs or something.
I think the ref. 11.
There was another screen there or something that he's upset about.
Well, I think it's another chicken or egg situation. Was the ball out of bounds before the charge? And they're saying it was.
Underneath the Moon to tie it.
Jimmy Moon, real quick, got 15, Mike.
They put the basket on the wrong side. Moon made the basket. We're tied at 38. Our 5th tie of the game.
And Moon, 7 quick points here to start the second half. Yikes. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the 8K Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your businesses. Been a crazy couple weeks in the market, Mike, and again, Joe's offering you a deal. 4% guaranteed. Call them today. Located 2318 Freeport Road next to the Donut Connection. The number is 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Lucchino Insurance puts you on the road to financial stability, and that's what you want today. Who was doing all the screaming down there, Mike? I was reading.
Coach Walther.
There you go.
And
nice thing is,
again, well, here we have another second half where the Rams have come out in nappy time. And
there's a problem with the clock, Mike.
They're gonna have to fix that.
Yeah, it's a full timeout.
Well, yeah, the timeout's counting down, which I hate.
Yes, well,
you just be able to play the game. And
Moon scored all their second half points so
Yes,
far?
sir. He's got them all. He's got all 7. The Rams got the first basket, a Johnny Christ teardrop, to make it 38-31, and now Moon scored the last 7 points in the basketball game.
Well, he's averaging 29 a game. He's got 15. So the good news, I guess, we held him 14 below his average so far.
He didn't do much in the second period.
Keyword is so far.
Yeah, here's Cohen. Cochran left side, 3 balls on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound, Cohen on the weak side does a nice shot. Gets knocked to the floor.
We're going to call steps. Now,
boy,
Moon tripped over.
Yeah.
He's on the floor. He tripped over.
They're going to call a travel on Cohen, is what the call was.
I thought for sure they were calling a foul. Doggone it. I can see the travel, but I can also see the foul.
So Serra Catholic can jump back into the lead.
Weird game, Mike. Very choppy, huh?
Yeah, this is what you get with these. And there's a basket by Lawson to give the Eagles a lead back, 40-38. Now Myers out to Pacey. To Cochran.
Oh, nice.
Well, body's falling all over the place. Now Christ steps out, goes baseline. Lawson shut him off. Rams work it left side to Cochran. Drives into the paint. Dumped it off to Cohen. Up and in. His first basket of the day, and we're tied at 40. I'm going to tell you what game this reminds me of. Remember the game against Hempfield out of Seton Hill last year?
Yeah, where they just banged each other.
Yeah.
Ooh, there was a walk there. How's he split through that whole defense, Mike?
And now driving into the hoop that time, I believe, is Smith. And he will.
Don Pacey seemed to have the answers indicating he traveled. Maybe, huh?
It's one team foul apiece here, second half. And
you know how to get that too, Mike?
I did not.
No, I didn't get it either. 2 guys had their hand in there, so see what happens.
First one is good, and they've been very good from the free throw line tonight.
I have them missing just the one by Moon, Mike.
Khalil Smith will get a second. They lead at 41-40 at 4:51 left third quarter.
I got him 11 for 12.
That's pretty good.
Make it 12 for 13.
The Rams are 4 for 7 in the first half. Haven't been there yet here. Cochran hooks it to the corner to Pacey. Out top to Christ. Left side Myers. Corner Cochran. 3 balls short. Rebound tipped. Timmons had a piece of it, but Andrikanek has it for the Eagles. And they have it with a 2-point lead.
And they were patient with the basketball, like in a few trips.
Smith with a turnaround, and he travels.
Turner is now 12 apiece.
Antoine McDaniel into the Highlands lineup. And Don Pacey will sit down. The Rams will get a little taller here.
I'm looking at Tyre take the lead this trip, Mike.
Cochran drives through, dumps it off to Christ, reverse layup, and we're tied again.
Johnny now with 14.
Tied at 42, our third tie this quarter alone. 7th tie of the game.
Now Highlands going back to the man-to-man defense.
Andrikanek for 3, and it's down, or is it 2? I didn't see a signal.
It's at 3, Mike.
Okay.
He's been liking that spot. He's been waiting for that shot. He got it that
First
time.
one he made. That's Serra Catholic's biggest lead now, 45-42.
They're going to call Johnny. Yep. I'm going to say he wasn't set on that screen, Mike. Up there, you're allowed to set a pick, Mike. Ridiculous.
A 6-point lead for the Eagles.
Aren't we allowed to set picks?
17-4 run for Serra Catholic.
I want to look at that.
Andrikanek feeling a hot hand right now. Got it out to Smith, drives all the way through, and got fouled before he got there. It'll be on the floor. That's 4 fouls against Highlands, second half. Now Cohen will enter.
Looked like it was McDaniel got his first foul. Second, excuse me. Too easy, Mike. Too easy.
They work it into Lawson, and Lawson's fouled. Staj doesn't believe it.
Well, I hope that's Johnny's third foul.
No, they didn't call it on Christ.
They didn't.
They called it on Luke, I think.
I have no idea.
As he's asking. Because there wasn't a fist for the second hand. That's all I could tell from up here. So Lawson to the line. And the Eagles have come out here in the third quarter and just taken this game away right now. And again, the Rams have had problems with this. They had it at York, where they came out asleep in the third quarter, and they had it last night. And the same thing has happened today.
17-6, Serra this quarter, Mike.
Lawson gets a second. It's short, but Lawson got his own rebound and put it up and got fouled again. And they're just beating Highlands to the basketball right now.
That time it was Johnny.
So Lawson's going to get to try it again, as he just missed two. 3:18 left of the third. And he's missed three in a row.
That might be something to remember later, Mike.
Myers replaces Christ.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out with the 3 fouls. How about we get the rebound this time?
That'd be nice. Or he just makes it.
Or the other.
49-42.
15 for Lawson. Coming in averaging 9.2 a game.
The Rams haven't scored since the 8th grade picnic.
Been a while. And again, we got to get some other guys on a score sheet, Mike.
Right, we're still in with 4 players. Out to Cochran, he's open, here it comes. It's in and out. Rebound, Cohen tipped it, but Moon got the rebound. And this all started this quarter with Jimmy Moon coming out and taking the game over.
Yep.
And now he's going to dump it inside, and a shot by Smith is good. He's got 11, and it's 51-42.
Wow.
A 20-4
run. That's not a foul there.
Cochran with a crossover move, stops and pops and scores. That breaks the run. 23 for Luke. Smith dumped it inside to Moon with an elbow and a charge.
There you go. Moon gets his third. What's going on?
Now McDaniel pushes Moon down.
What's going on?
And now we got a battle underneath the basket.
And they're still going at it. They're going to have to sort this out, Mike. Look at...
Don Pacey doing a smart thing and just going to the bench. Stosh out there trying to get his plays. All I saw when I turned around was Moon was walking away and Antoine pushed him down in the back.
Figure it out. I'll be honest with you, all I saw was the foul, the original foul. Then what happened?
Yep, I was marked.
Well, the good news is we'll be able to see it on YouTube tomorrow, Mike. Right now, it's a mystery to me. I was putting the foul in the book.
Now, again, when I looked up, and I didn't see if Moon said anything or did anything, but he was walking away up toward the foul line, and Antoine was behind him and reached out and just pushed him to the floor. So he's going to have, it's going to be at least an intentional foul on McDaniel for sure. And the Rams aren't going to come out looking very good in this part. I can tell you that. The officials are talking right now, Paul Dorsey, Ron Coleman, and Damian Carr. And we'll see if we can get, it's going to be hard to get an explanation from way up here, but I'll see. We'll piece it together. They're going to talk to the coaches.
They're going to the official scorer.
And again, any issues that you have in this game, if someone were to be ejected or anything like that, you're not allowed to play the next night, and that's a section game on Tuesday, and that's a big game against Knock.
That is true.
Or at Serra Catholic, a big game for them. They'll be playing next Friday at Brentwood, their next game. And Antoine's been told to leave.
Yep, and that's not good, Mike.
And that's, I'm sorry, but that's the correct call.
From what we saw, yeah.
Well, here's the point. I don't know if anything happened before that, but even if it did, you can't do that. That can't be the response.
It's getting choppy, I know, and chippy, and but like you said, if he's been thrown out of the game, he's not going to be able to play it against Knox.
And I can see no other reason they would send him out. Now, Stosh is trying to complete his case, but things have gone from bad to worse here in this third quarter. And the Rams have lost their composure. And
one thing about Serra, Mike, boy, they stood up to him. You know, we give him credit.
Well, everybody thought this was going to be easy.
Yep.
That's a good team over there, and right now showing a better team than ours. So,
and what I thought in the first half, Mike, they didn't get under control was the time Moon tripped Cohen.
Correct.
Intentionally.
And he did do that, and there should have been something called there, and that is absolutely true.
And then when one gets away with it, the other one says, well, why can't I? And unfortunately for the Golden Rams, at the 2:18 mark, they're going to be short Antoine McDaniels. And
so Moon's going to shoot. This is going to be intentional, technical, something of the sort. They're going to get 2 shots at least and the ball. At least and the ball. 51-44, and Moon hits the first.
He now has 16.
52-44. They didn't put it up. Second one is good. Should be 53 now. Okay, they got that.
Yep. And they're going to get the basketball.
Well, there may be other fouls to shoot.
Well, I think the
first foul was a common foul, and it was not a shooting foul.
Correct. Jamison Nee's being sent into the locker room.
Maybe to get Antoine.
I hope so.
Maybe it was just a technical or an intentional foul. Now they're having clock problems at the table. And this long day continues to get a little longer.
Oh boy.
We should have known when that epic girls 3 overtime game before ours what this was going to be like. This is why I never like to come to these.
Well, Mike, in section last night, Derry beat Mount Pleasant 60-45. Knock beat York 72-36. Again, I mentioned instead of a battle, Loc 1 beatings Tuesday night. Expect to see everybody there. Like to have a nice house like we had yesterday against Freeport. It was a virtual who's who. And in the big game last night, Mike, scary result. Quaker Valley goes into Newcastle, beats it by 19, 67-48. Number 3, Ambridge took care of Hopewell 69-53, and Ringgold beat Waynesburg 65-53, number 5 team in 4A. So
Mason Swanger's going to check in for Highlands now.
I hope to see
Antoine come back out of the locker room.
Great.
As quickly as Jamison Nee was dispatched into the locker room, and Antoine might have started to take his uniform off. He might need to get back dressed if he's allowed to come back in it.
Great if he could.
So here's Moon. We need something quick. It's a 9-point game, and there we go. Bodies go down as Cochran went down. They had no call, but Myers stole the ball.
It's got to be a charge.
Pacey drives all the way through, laid it up, missed it. Rebound Cohen, had it, lost it. And here comes Moon back the other way.
Pacey's down on the
out
bench.
To Smith, and he lays it in.
Pacey never got up, Mike.
55-44. And his third quarter's been nothing less than a disaster.
Unequivocally.
Cochran steps back for 3. Off the back rim. Nobody there for a rebound except for Khalil Smith. Out to Andrew Canick. He had a couple big threes himself.
He sure did, Mike. He sparked. Moon and him have sparked him.
Here's Moon now. Used the screen, hit it, lets a 3 go and missed it, and Cochran got the rebound. Rams down 11.
Antoine McDaniel in street clothes, Mike.
Cochran stops and pops off the back rim, missed it.
Can't throw it in the ocean.
Lost in the rebound. Yeah, now no one can score. It's kind of disintegrated into the Beaver Falls game.
Yeah,
that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, good analogy.
Smith, nice job, goes to the glass, off the glass and in.
Need a timeout, Mike.
57-44. 26 already for Serra here in the third quarter.
Good call. Swanger just went out and tackled the guy, Mike. Very, very choppy.
And again, as we said, the Rams have lost their composure in many instances here in this quarter.
Johnny Christ going to come back in, give Corey Myers a break.
So the Eagles will key it in. Andrikanic backcourt and left 2 Rams in his wake. 41 seconds. Serra Catholic with the basketball here, third quarter. Highlands has scored 8 points in the third quarter. Swanger got the rebound. Swanger forecourt, right side to Cochran. His three's on the way, it's down. Net hardly moved.
Big one for Luke, we needed that.
He's in with 26, and it's back to a 10-point game. Need a spark.
Yep, maybe that'll get us going.
We get a stop here. We do get the ball to start the third quarter, so you'll have those 2 things going for you. But you need to stop first. Andrikanic tried to get around Pacey. Threw up a wild one and missed everything. And Highlands has 7/10 of a second to try to do something about it.
The ball went out of bounds about 2 seconds.
Yes, it did.
Go ahead.
Rams fire it down there, and that's it. The third quarter is over, and it's a big one for the Eagles. A 26-point quarter.
Yikes.
And it's 57-47. Serra Catholic by 10.
26-11.
Let's lighten the mood. Trivia time is A&B Pizza time. Call 724-224-5311 to order your A&B Pizza now.
Well, Mike, I got a Serra Catholic question for you.
Oh.
Yep. They were 18-5 last year in section, but they didn't win the section. You think with an 18-5 record, that would do it. Who won their section last year?
I have this.
Okay. That should be for the people out there getting $1
Right, because remember, if I get it right,
especially on Sunday, it's great.
If I get it right,
Sunday.
you get $1 off your pizza. I believe the answer is Jeanette.
That is correct. Jeanette went 21-5, 11-1 in section. They beat Serra twice, once by 1 and once by 4. For the pineapple on the pizza, who did Jeanette lose to in the section? They were 11-1. They beat Serra twice. Who beat them?
I'm going to go with Shar Houston.
How about a local team? In section?
St. Joe's.
Nope.
I don't know. Leechburg Blue Devils.
At Leechburg. No pineapple for you.
Okay, but you do get $1 off. Remember, celebrating 60 big years, that's A&B Pizza, and the Rams turn it over. And now Swanger fouls. Celebrating 60 big years, A&B Pizza, 2418 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Call 724-224-5311. Order your A&B Pizza now. And remember, since we got it right, just say Mike and Mike sent you and you get $1 off.
They're saying no basket there?
No, it didn't go in. Now back to this mess. This is Smith at the line.
For some odd reason, Mike.
And now they're trying to leave the door open just a crack by missing some free throws.
We think that when we throw the ball in, they're supposed to let it come in. They're a lot of still.
Yeah.
They showed you that right there.
Smith gets 1 out of 2. He has 16, second leading scorer to Jimmy Moon. 58-47, 11-point lead for the Eagles. High posting to Christ, backdoor to Cochran. He's fouled. Now that's the best possible scenario because I think Moon gets caught with the foul, A, and B, you get the clock shut off.
And that's his 4th, I believe. Even better. You say it reminds you of Beaver Falls. That reminds me of last night. Great first half, not so great second.
Yeah, they're something. But they come out sleepy time in the second half a couple times here, and that's alarming when it continues. 27 for Cochran, and 4 for 4 from the line. Make it 28.
That's all I got on my sheet, Mike. I can't go any higher.
58-49. It's a 9-point game. Against pressure now. And they work it across easily. Now we got a 2-pointer put up and missed by Glusick. Rebound on the weak side, and Moon's got it.
Yeah, you got the position there, Mike. You're not going to stop 6'9" when he gets the inside position. Weak side, too. Just kills you.
Christ, again, they tried to run the high-low. Christ is going to go in with a little jumper, missed it, and Lawson with the rebound. Andrikanek as we wind out to 7 minutes, fourth quarter, 60-49 Eagles.
I think they're going to pull the pin, Mike.
Andrikanek looked like he wanted to shoot the three, but he goes to Smith, baseline, blows it up, missed the shot. Cohen the rebound. Now to Myers. Cochran with a spin move, lost the dribble, goes to Kreis. Baseline, threw it to an empty area, but only Khalil Smith was there. Smith drives all the way down, lays it up and scores. 62-49.
He averages 13.5, so he's over his average too, Mike.
A 13-point lead. Johnny Kreis for three, and he drains it.
Johnny's doing his part. He had his average. 17 now, 15 for the year.
62-52. Moon looked like he might have walked a little bit there. Cochran got a hand on it. Eagles carry it out of bounds. Should be Highlands' ball. Did they make a call? They did.
Slowly, but surely. They did.
Stylishly. Timmons for Cohen.
Yep. 10-point lead. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Can Highlands do anything here to Mont? Again, that's that 1-2 aspect we talked about in the pregame, Mike. These Saturday afternoon games are tough.
But you got to power through that.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a great team, this is a game you want to come out and win.
Well, and
Cochran's three is off the rim. Myers chases it down in the corner and lost it just off his hands. Out of bounds, and the Eagles have it.
It's 4A against 2A. Who's going to come out with a chip on their shoulders?
There's no excuse for this.
I understand that, but I'm just saying Serra has something to prove, they think. This is the old St. Joe's Highlands game, Mike.
Now it's loose. Johnny stole it. They battle on the floor, and a jump ball. Serra Catholic will get it, and we get some more battling.
Number 4.
Andrikanek there?
Yeah.
He came out of there like a
in the middle of everything.
The Highlands fans and the bench not happy.
He was down there, Don Pacey. I don't know what he thinks he's getting into there, but he could end up on the wrong side of that.
Picking the wrong guy there.
Yeah.
So Serra Catholic somehow gets the basketball. I believe that was the era. That's correct.
I don't think Messrs. Dorsey, Coleman, and Carr know what
just got teed up.
They have no idea what they're getting into here.
I'm not sure if he got teed up or he just got warned. I think he got warned.
Hopefully a warning.
And that's all it was. But the technical ain't too far behind.
No, that's next. You get the warning.
Back court to Andrikanek. Around the Lawson screen, couldn't use it. Kreis was out on him. Now they dump it down inside off the hands of Lawson, and Highlands will get it at 5:28. It's not like they can't erase a 10-point deficit.
No. 15 turnovers each so far.
And I believe Serra Catholic wants to talk it over at 5:28 left.
Gives me a chance to talk about Planet Fitness. I planned on getting there today, Mike. I don't know if I'm going to make it now since we're an hour behind. But they're in the Heights Plaza in Trona Heights. They're your home for the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique setting where everyone, we mean everyone, is free to work in a non-intimidating environment. And good news for everyone, till January 15th, only costs $1 to join, and it's $10 a month after that. You can't beat it. Team 13 to 15 can join if they're accompanied by adult 18 or older. Anyone over 16 has their own membership. Remember, memberships are available for as low as $10 a month, and till January 15th, only $1 to join Planet Fitness Heights Plaza. Go see them today.
You got it.
I may not be there.
Today might be after this. I think I want to go work out.
Yeah. Remember, I got the anchor in though.
Oh, that's true. Your wife's going to tell you what you're going to do.
Exactly. I learned yes, ma'am. It took me a long time to learn that. And I found out she's always right.
There's a three by Cochran again.
Cochran now with 31.
It's 62-55 against pressure backcourt. It's loose. They battle. Moon came out of there with it. Throws it up toward Lawson, but Kreis has a rebound.
Great defense that time, Mike. He blocked Lawson off the ball. Good chance to get back in.
Cochran going to try it again. It's in and out. Oh, great rebound by Timmons. Up and in.
Daniel Timmons just bodied Moon off that one, Mike.
62-57 out of nowhere.
Here comes the Golden Rams. Full court
Andrew
pressure.
Kanik almost dragged the pivot foot, but Eagles are able to get it across against pressure. Underneath, now back to Lawson. He's fouled.
Now what? So you got to get that Lawson kid out, or he fouled him. It's a hard foul. Yeah, it was a hard foul.
Yeah. He made sure they didn't score. That's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
2-shot foul because they're in the. He was shooting anyway, but they also into the double bonus. So either way. So
it's 10-3 fouls.
That's on Cochran. Yeah. Now Justin Walter upset. He wanted an intentional foul.
That was a hard foul. And, let's give Lawson credit. He started over and then he was smart enough to walk away. And that's because he's a senior.
Now he's missed 3 of his last 4 free throw attempts. We could continue some help. And he made the first.
He's got 16. He's well above his 9-point average, Mike.
63-57. Eagles by 6 at 4:28.
Highlands had that little run in there, Mike. They're going to have to continue to pressure the rest of the game.
In and out and in again. 64-57, 7-point game. Here's Pacey. Oh, steal by Smith as he picked Cochran's pocket. Draws the contact.
And now what?
And now Moon is pushing.
Now that's Moon should get
First of all, it should be a technical for hanging on the rim.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
Yep.
It should have been a technical. He hung on the rim just to put on a show. And then it didn't look like he was in any danger of anyone underneath him. And then he pushed one of the Highlands players.
That might be his 5th and out the door.
That absolutely happened.
Yep. It should be his 5th and out the door.
Well, and again, I mean, they really missed the trip earlier. And I think that really might have started all the mess. And he's pointing up to cameras now, Coach Walter is. They'll be able to see it when we get it there.
Yeah.
But first of all, he should have a technical for hanging on the rim, and he should get a foul for pushing the guy.
Right.
That's 2 more. He should be that. That is calling it as fairly as I can call it.
Yep. Steve's trying to help him over there. Oh.
But this has got heated.
Yep.
It's got ugly in places.
And hopefully they saw what we saw, Mike, because I saw him hang on the rim and I saw him push Luke Cochran.
And he absolutely pushed Luke Cochran. If Antoine McDaniel's sitting in street clothes, then Jimmy Moon needs to be doing so also. Fair is fair.
Yeah. I don't know who it's the book lady down there for Serra. She's not the official book. Steve should be because
we're the home team.
We're the home team. Yep.
Unless they have someone for the tournament that's doing it.
No, they don't.
Okay.
No.
And there's a discussion at the scorers table now. The officials are having a discussion.
Yeah, and Highlands had a little run to go in there, Mike, and now does this cool them off?
I see the tournament coordinator, Alan Deep, just came out. He should just tell everybody to behave.
Well, easier said than done.
I know. So let's see what the explanation is. They're talking to Stosh now.
Now we should be going to the foul line over here.
Oh, sure.
But Moon should be out of the game with his 5th foul. And he is, Mike.
I think he is done. Yeah, he's sitting down.
So I have a chance maybe get 4 if they get him for hanging and the foul.
3:54 left on the clock. Luke Cochran's at the line. He's going to shoot a couple of refs counting players now, making sure we have 5-on-5. Cochran's first is good. That's 32 points and a new career high for him, I believe.
Yes.
And he missed one.
He's not done yet, though, Mike.
He's human.
Yep. But
the Rams will get the ball.
He's still on the line for a couple more. All right. Highlands gets the ball.
Now,
6-point game.
Coach is expecting them to get he wants Highlands to have to bring it full court, I think. 6-point game, 64-58.
And Jimmy Moon walks the plank with 19, coming in averaging 29. Can we take advantage, Mike?
So now the discussion is what? Frankly, they're fortunate they got off as easy as they did on that situation.
Yeah.
I got to tell you. Because the way I see that, well, there would only be two foul shots, but there could have been 4 if they called the hanging on the rim and the push, right?
Yeah.
If they'd have called those both technicals. And by the way, 2 technicals would mean he couldn't play next game. So they've obviously, Coach Walter has convinced the officials.
They're going to give Serra the ball?
Are they going to let them shoot foul shots?
What is going on here?
I have no idea. The only thing I could think of is that they may make Highlands inbound at full court because all the action took place under this basket.
Now look, they're shooting.
Now, how in the world what did Highlands do in this situation to allow them to shoot 2 foul shots? Was the original foul on Highlands? It must have been. Smith misses the first. Before anything else happened, as Moon went in for the rebound, the original foul against Highlands, Smith shooting 2.
Then who's going to get the ball?
Well, guess what? This is out of sequence.
Who gets the ball?
Highlands should have the ball, but they played that out of sequence, didn't they?
What a mess. Yeah.
You should take care of the original foul first and then the technical, and then because the technical gives you the ball.
Yeah, they're definitely doing it out of sequence.
That was messed up. Of course, a lot of this has been messed up. 65-58.
3:54 to go.
From a lot of angles, it's been messed up.
Now what? Now we're having another discussion, Mike.
So let's see what this one is. They've had more.
Ron Coleman and Damian.
They've had more meetings than the Knights of Columbus.
Are they in over their heads in this game, Mike? I mean,
well, that's obvious, Dan.
Yeah.
I think that was proven a while back, but when they didn't call the trip, which really started all this mess.
And that was way back in the second quarter.
That was in the first half, yeah. Rams have the basketball. Here's Cochran.
What the heck was that?
Throws it to no one, and here's Smith. And a shot is missed on the layup.
They called the offensive foul.
And an offensive foul is on Jaden Bristol.
Highlands committing 16 turnovers here, Mike. Now what? Okay, they're giving it to Bristol, the foul. 15 foul for Serra. Now what?
I don't know what this is about. Now they're having more problems at the table.
Steve down there pleading his case.
I suggest teams play more games against teams in their home gyms and then return the favor the next year and go to the other place.
You're hurting Alan Deep's feelings.
This has nothing to do with Alan. Cochran lost it out of bounds, and Serra Catholic will keep it. That
little number 4, Ryan
Andrew Canick
is a pest, and I mean that as a compliment.
Exactly. Like the Lynch brothers of Freeport.
Yes.
Salemi will key it in. Well, the Rams have had some chance to get back in the game, but they can't hold on to the ball. And a 3 is drained by Khalil Smith.
That could be a dagger, Mike. He has 19, and I'll tell you what, I didn't expect him to take that shot.
68-50. Yeah, he didn't really need it at that point, you know? But they're always good if they go in, I guess.
Could be the one we're going to talk about.
Underneath the Christ. Now we got bodies, and we're going to get Highlands on a run-through. I think it's on a moving screen on Dom Pacey.
And guess who's on the floor?
Andrew Canick.
Yep. He has been in the middle of every one of these scrums tonight.
.3:17 to go. It's a 10-point game. Bristol backcourt. Brought it ahead and lost it. Myers ahead to Christ. Lost control. And a foul.
I suggest both teams burn this tape and move on to further action. Johnny's down.
And Johnny's hurt.
Okay.
And it's just what you didn't need.
Don't know if he cramped up down there. Tried to wind up for the slam and didn't happen.
Well, let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Johnny Christ came over to the trainer's table under his own power, but limping noticeably.
Yeah, they have their own trainer's table right there, Mike. Interesting.
That's good.
No tent, though.
This is Lawson at the line. He'll shoot 2. I think we've been saying that about the Eagles all night. They'll shoot 2. He missed the first. 10-point Serra Catholic lead, 3:05 to go, as they have really taken over this game in the second half. And even though now missing Jimmy Moon and fouled out. 1 out of 2 for Lawson, and it's 69-58. Cochran used the Timmons screen. Rams are down 2 players now. Pacey out of the corner. It's a grazer.
Nice
Rebound Myers.
Yep.
Knocked it off of Lawson. It should be Highlands'
It's got
ball.
to be Highlands'
It's
ball.
got to be Highlands' ball.
Yeah, get some help. There he is. He got it. Well, they're not going to give it to him, Mike. Look, the one referee, the older gentleman, pointing down there. They got it.
Now they got it. There you go.
Yeah.
I believe it's Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
Cochran goes in against Andercanic. Back out to Myers with a 3 on the way. Off the back rim. Cochran gets the rebound, puts it up, and get fouled at 2:36. Cochran will shoot a pair. Highlands down by 11.
Salmi gets the foul here third.
Led by 5 at halftime. Luke drains the first one.
Three nights always take me off the scoring page, Mike.
So if you think this one was fun, Tuesday night we'll play Knock It Home. 34 for Cochran. 69-60. Boy, it looked like a little pitter-patter back there by Andercanic, but he got away with it. It's so dark in here, I don't think the refs could see it. This is Bristol forecourt. High looping free to Andercanic. Now, they don't need to do anything with it. Salemi sets a screen. Andercanic kicked it to the corner. That's a 3 is missed, but it comes right into the hands of Lawson, and he put it in. Nice pass.
Exactly. 20 now for Lawson.
71-60. Myers all the way to the basket. It just won't go in either.
Nope.
Everything's gone south, and now they get a foul on Highlands, I guess.
Timmons
from behind.
Third, yep. Sarah does a nice job on the glass, Mike. And
they do a nice job, period.
Yep. Coach said one thing you want to do is always be plus 10 on rebounding, and I think they have a pretty good shot at it tonight. By the way, Mike, I looked at the game yesterday, and that offensive foul on Luke Cochran did not exist, so you don't have to apologize to any referees.
I didn't think I saw that, but you can never be sure. Here's Lawson, shooting 2. First is no good. He's doing his part to try to help us. He's been the only Achilles heel at the line, really. He's done good things in other areas.
Smith missed 2 and Moon missed 1.
By the way, Dean, Johnny's back out there.
That's good news. 2 minutes ago,
I looked at the table, didn't see him, and I saw him on the floor. So that's always good news.
Down 3 possessions.
Lawson rattles the second one in. 1 out of 2, and it's 72-60. And again, the Rams have given up over 70 points. Cohen high posting. Now to Christ. Puts it on the floor. They said Johnny used the arm. Now, I can't say for sure this time because he had blocked me out.
They've lost control of this in so many ways, Mike.
That's 5 on Johnny?
Yeah, that's 4 I have, but we'll see.
I think that's...
it might be 5. I don't know. You know, like you said, they didn't call fouls where scrapes broke out. They call fouls like that. Just there's no consistency in this game at all.
Yeah, you're so right about that. Ender Kanik. And the worst part about it is it doesn't have anything to do with the officiating. It doesn't have anything to do with the Rams coming out of sleep to start the second half again. Ender Kanik backs up and hits another three.
He's got double figures, Mike, and he's really
74-60, and Cochran is fouled.
Between him and Moon, they really got things started in the second half. Moon come out, scored the first 7 points, if you remember. Andrew Kanik hit 2 big threes, and I think that's really separated from the Rams.
Serra Catholic has outscored Highlands since they led by 7, 43-22. Wireless Zone is the world's largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, offering the most popular smartphones, tablets, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today to see what makes Verizon the world's most largest and reliable network. They have 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley, as Cochran makes 2, and he's off my sheet too.
He's got 36.
He has 36.
Yeah. You got a foul, guy.
Wireless Zone headquarters are in there you go, in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza, or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to J.C. Penney and across from Victoria's Secret. Mr. Mason sitting down below. Call Natrona Heights 724-224-4590 or the Mills at 724-275-1154. Or find the Wireless Zone online at wirelesszone.com. And Cochran drains a 3 from way downtown.
39 now for Luke. Wow.
And now we have a foul, 74-65. The Rams cut it to 3 possessions.
I'm off the page, Mike.
8 3-pointers for Luke Cochran. Is that what you have?
Yeah,
we're bearing down on a record, which is 10. Am I right? It's 10.
It's 10, and it's held by
Seth Edwards.
Yep, I see him at Planet Fitness.
Get the pineapple with that.
There you go. And look who's at the line, Andrew Kanik. He won't miss, Mike. And he'll get 2 chances.
He will. 1:07 to go. 74-65. And he drains the first one. He'll get another. 75-65.
Mike, they came in starting 4 seniors and a junior, so that's a veteran club. They've expected a lot from him, and they got it here in the second half. He missed one, and they're going to call loss.
They're going to call a foul.
Yep.
And the flip side of that coin with the experience factor, now Johnny and Luke have played a lot of basketball, is that, Corey too, is that Highlands has 2 seniors, and they basically split time with each other, share time, and it's basically one position we have a senior playing. And that's just the way it is. It's not an excuse, it's just the truth. So Myers is at the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. It's in and out. Cohen battles for the rebound. They call a jump ball, and Highlands will get it. Down by 10.
Lawson's hurt.
Is he hurt, or did he lose a contact?
He's hurt.
Oh, no.
I think it's a broken finger, Mike.
Or a dislocation or something to pop out?
Yep. You hate to see that at the end of the game.
Basketball, those kind of things with the digits can happen a lot. I don't know. He's holding his mouth or
something. And
you take a shot across the face.
Trainer down there.
Shot in the mush. The trainer's going down, so Coach Walter runs in a substitute. And it's hard to tell. Now they work it out. Swanger's 3's off the rim. Andrew Kanik the rebound. This is Bristol. Gets by Leary. And now forecourt to Smith. Goes all the way in and scores.
Smith has 21, Mike.
77-65.
He averages 14 a game, so well above their averages for a lot of players there. And
Cochran is fouled.
What's going on now?
It's going to be on the floor. I think it's on Andrew Kanik. He takes a walk. He's entertaining. Cochran will shoot 2. Chance to get to 40.
Is it 2 or 1-on-1, Mike?
8. He's 9 for 10 from the line. Make it 10 for 11.
He's got 40.
His second. In and out. Salemi the rebound at 37 seconds, 11-point ball game. And they foul Bristol backcourt. Myers gets him. 35 seconds to go.
It's all been Serra Catholic. The Eagles have landed, Mike.
At the line, Jaden Bristol missed the first.
Now I'm going to have to hear from my nephew, David DeMarco.
And trust me, you'll hear from him.
Whose fiance, Stephanie, is the assistant principal.
And aren't we standing in his alma mater?
That is true.
How about that? Jaden Bristol, sharp as a pistol on the second one, but not here. He gets a foul in the backcourt.
More bad news for me.
They keep turning the clock off. It's a 12-point game, but Cochran will go back to the line. He's 10 for 12 tonight. I believe this puts us in a double bonus.
That is true. He'll shoot too.
First one is good. That's 41. Make it 42.
Cochran commits the foul.
Backcourt at 32 seconds.
Andrew Canick going to get to the line.
It's a 10-point game. Luckily, we're on the web only with this one because we have surpassed the hour and 30-minute mark.
If you're watching at home,
congratulations.
Why? It's been ugly.
Well, the Eagles fans can watch. Andrew Canick makes the first. 79-68. They won't play again until next Friday, so they had a lot to leave out here tonight. They'll play next Friday at Brentwood in a section game. They're already 4-0. Andrew Canick makes them both. Highlands 2-0 in a battle for first place Tuesday night at Ram Arena against Knox.
Yeah, we're going to want to.
The only two 2-0s left.
And no foul.
Rebound Salemi. The Rams shouldn't foul either, but they do. 20 seconds left. Time to have the good sense.
Yeah. 80 points. When's the last time a team scored 80 points on us, Mike? You remember?
No. How about 49 points in the second half when we gave up 44 in the second half last night?
Wow.
That is not good. And that's what's going to get you beat.
Yeah.
They have just had long stretches of mental lapses, really. Lack of focus, I don't know what it is, but they're going to have to fix that.
Salami with the third point on the evening, make it 4.
And the last time we saw a problem crop up this year, the foul shooting, they got that fixed, so I would assume they'll fix this too. But they got away with it last night. They're not going to get away with it today. Myers missed it. Rebound Cochran, up and in.
He now has 44, Mike.
44 to 70. And now they're going to dribble it out, and that's going to wrap it up here at Penn Hills. Serra Catholic with an impressive 82-70 win over the Highlands Golden Rams. Dean, final thoughts.
Well, great job by Luke Cochran, Mike, but again, he needs help, and we didn't get it tonight. And again, like I said, it was just a strange situation. Said in the pregame, who wants it more? And it looked like tonight it was Serra Catholic.
It's correct. Let's thank everybody here at Penn Hills that helped us out. And Alan Deep for having us here at the tournament again this year. Once again, that final score. And thanks to Landon Signorella. Serra Catholic 82, Highlands 70. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike.